Yo, yo, yo. Will Reagan from Reagan Reefs and Reptiles. Here with Phoebe. Say hi, Phoebe. Yeah, that's a good kid up. Anyway, this is just an update video on the Thrive terrarium that we did the review on the other day. And this is just kind of showing what I did to it to kind of improve it some. And really just to show you what you can do on a budget. Because this whole thing really is budgeting. And I explained why before. Basically, we've got a baby green tree python who's getting a little bit better size now, where I can upgrade him a little bit, but I can't put him in the same enclosure that he's going to be in as an adult. He would be just lost in there, and I think he would get pretty stressed. So, a transitional enclosure, something in between that's just going to be temporary. I didn't want to spend $1,000. So we started with the Thrive vertical terrarium kit the other day that we did the little video on, $99. And as I told you then, the only thing I really hate about glass enclosures, the openness for the animal, of course, that makes them feel kind of exposed, but also they don't hold heat or humidity well at all. So we basically painted 3 sides, both sides in the back. I did 2 coats of a flat black, and then I did a coat of that hammered finish to cover up the rest of the light spots where you could kind of still see light coming through. It's not going to look good. This is the back, so the back doesn't matter. It's against the wall. And then on the 2 sides, I put this marble paper. So I think I added a lot better thermal properties by doing that. You'll see I did it on both sides. Main reason I didn't put any of the paper on the back is the heat tape is going to be on the back. That hasn't come in yet. So as soon as that gets here, what I'm thinking about is doing the heat tape kind of starting here on the back, going up about 1/3, and then wrapping over the top and covering part of the screen top. Just to make it even better for holding heat and humidity, because the more of that screen top we can cover up, the better. So if I start it, maybe where it covers 1/3, comes up and wraps over about half of the top, then I've got top and back heat. So he can move up and toward the back if he wants to get hotter, lower and toward the front to get cooler. You'll notice this hole here, I drilled that, and what that is for is the Miss King nozzle is going to hook up right there. So we will have a misting system on here. And I'm not really considering that part of the cost of the build, even though it would be, other than I already had it. So all I had to do was add an extra nozzle for this enclosure and tee it off. But that would have been an expense, obviously. But like I said, the kit was $99. The stand I built, it's just a homemade stand. It cost me, I think $70 worth of materials. So I'm at about $170. Add your marble paper contact paper I put on. That was probably $5. So let's say I'm at maybe $175. I added this hygrometer. I cut a hole and mounted that up there, just because I need something to tell me the humidity. Obviously humidity is fairly important for green tree pythons. This looks cool, looks neat, looks like it's supposed to be there, so I like it. Now the only issue will be if this is a junk hygrometer. I hope it's not. I hope it's pretty decent. I bought it at PetSmart. It's their Thrive brand again. And if it's junk and throwaway, then I'll end up with a hygrometer sitting there that doesn't work. And I can always just pop it out and put another one, the exact same one, back in its place, as long as that one's still available. So you can see it's 54%, but that's with no substrate, no water bowl, no nothing. So I don't think humidity is going to be hard to achieve in this setup. So again, just a little homemade cheap cabinet stand. Right there is where the thermostat's going to mount. So I actually ordered a Herpstat Intro. The Herpstats are kind of universally known to be like the best thermostats you can get. They're made by Spider Robotics. They're pricey, but this one is not so pricey. Like this one is $109, and you can program day mode, night mode. You can program, I think, up to 4 different temperature points throughout the day. So like if you wanted to get a little bit hotter midday, you could do that. Then you can also have the night drop. So we're going to take advantage of that. So that's $109. So we're basically up to 175 and say 125. We're up to like $300. So we're at about $300. The kit came with lights and all kind of stuff. A lot of it I'm not going to use, but I could. So really, at this point, I could be about done. Other than perches, the only other thing that the kit didn't come with that I would need is perches and the thermometer and heat tape. So the heat tape's cheap. You can buy it from reptilesupplies.com or reptilesupplycompany.com. They're great. Their prices are really good. You can pick up, I just did a 21 by 12. I think it was $5. And then the cord kit is $4, and it's $1 if you want them to hook the cord to the heat tape for you. And why wouldn't you? Because to get a good connection, you need pretty good pliers. You can buy their pliers, but they're like $50, kind of a lot of money. You can use you probably could pretty easily use like a pair of vice grips, but you got to make a good connection, and they do it all the time. They're professionals. $1, why not let them do it? So I did. So anyway, like I said, we're at $300. Add your heat tape and stuff. Let's just say $20. Now here's what was expensive, and I didn't have to go this route, but I wanted to. I actually got Specialty Enclosure Designs to make me some custom PVC perches, and they look like wood, and they're pretty awesome. I'll do an update and show you those when they come in. They're killer. Really, really awesome looking perches, and they're expensive though. They don't seem expensive because when you look at it, it's like, each purchase, whatever, $15. But 15, then you have to add $5 if you want them to make the surface roughed, so they have something, some grip. Excuse me, some grip. And then you need the end caps, because you could just try to wedge them in and silicone the branches or the perches right to the side of the tank. But I think that's an awful idea, because you really want the perches to be removable. You never want to be pulling a green tree off of the perch when he doesn't want to. So if you have removable perches, all you got to do, pick the perch up with the snake on it and take him out. He's not nearly as stressed. You don't chance injuring him. So removable perches is a must with these guys, in my opinion. I would never do perches you can't take out. So anyway, you got to add your end caps. They're like $7 a pair. Then you got to add shipping. So anyway, I got six of these perches, and I think it cost me about $150. So, that's a chunk. That's more than the actual terrarium cost, but they look great. They're going to be awesome. Can't wait to show them to you guys when they come in. They do a good job. They really make nice perches. One more thing I want to mention. You want to make sure you do small enough perches. And all the guys who are the real top green tree guys, they'll tell you that they really like perches that are much narrower than you probably would expect. I've heard some people say do a perch that's as thick as the thickest part of the snake. I'm thinking that's even a little thick. Like, I'm doing 1/2 inch for this guy, which that's probably about his girth currently. He might be a little bit thicker than that, but I think as they get bigger toward adults, I don't think they're going to be liking perches that are quite as thick as their body. I could be wrong though. Like I said, this is not a species that I'm an expert at. I know much more about all of our native stuff, ball pythons, crocodilians, turtles, and tortoises specifically. Not so much about green trees. But anyway, this is what you can do on a budget. It still probably cost me $500. That's better than $1,000 to $2,000. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy New Year. Please like and subscribe. We love you guys.